Megan Davis was never a troublemaker. She was a smart, quiet 14-year-old with a love for fashion. But one Saturday afternoon, while shopping at the local mall, Megan came across a beautiful pair of earrings in a small boutique. They were exactly the kind of accessory she had been wanting for ages, shiny, stylish, and so perfect for an upcoming school dance. But as she stood in front of the store's display, Megan felt a wave of frustration. She didn't have enough money to buy them, and her parents had already given her a strict budget for the day. A little voice in her head told her that it would be okay, that it was just one small item and no one would notice. And so Megan did something she would never have imagined herself doing. She carefully picked up the earrings, slipped them into her pocket, and walked out of the store without paying. Her heart raced in her chest as she passed the store's entrance, but nothing happened. No alarms went off, no one stopped her. She was free. At least that's what she thought. Megan went home that afternoon, her pulse still quickened from the thrill of getting away with it. She hid the earrings in her room, telling herself that she would wear them only once, just for the dance, and then she would return them. But the next day, her mother, Mrs. Davis, walked into Megan's room with a serious look on her face. She didn't need to say anything for Megan to know something was wrong. "Megan," her mother said, her voice trembling with both anger and disappointment, "I need you to come downstairs. Now." Megan's stomach dropped. She followed her mother into the living room where her father was sitting, looking just as upset. "Megan," Mrs. Davis started, "we got a call from the boutique today. They have security footage of you taking those earrings." Megan's heart sank. She felt the blood drain from her face, and she tried to speak, but no words came out. "I don't know what's gotten into you," her mother continued, "but stealing is unacceptable in this house. It's not only wrong, it's a betrayal of the trust we've placed in you. You've always been honest, but what you did today, it's a mistake that comes with consequences." Megan tried to explain herself, her voice shaky. "I didn't mean to do it. I really wanted the earrings. I thought I could get away with it." Her mother shook her head. "Wanting something doesn't make it okay to steal. We don't break the law, Megan, not for anything. You knew better than this." "Megan," her father added, his tone stern but calm, "stealing isn't just about the item you take, it's about your character. It's about making choices that reflect who you are, and you've made a poor one today." Megan's eyes welled up with tears. She knew they were right. Her desire for the earrings had clouded her judgment, and now she had to face the consequences. Her mother looked at her with a mix of sadness and determination. "You're grounded for the rest of the weekend. No phone, no friends, no going out, and you'll be returning the earrings to the store with me tomorrow in person, so you can apologize to the manager." Megan nodded, unable to look her mother in the eye. But then Mrs. Davis said something that made Megan freeze. "And, Megan," her mother's voice grew colder, "you will also be getting a punishment. You've broken our rules, and you need to understand the seriousness of what you've done." Before Megan could respond, Mrs. Davis grabbed a small wooden paddle from a nearby drawer. It wasn't something Megan had ever seen her mother use, but she had heard about it, her mother's method of discipline when things went too far. Megan's heart pounded in her chest as she stood there, trembling. She had never been paddled before, and the thought of it filled her with dread. She tried to apologize again, but her mother's expression was firm. "Megan, I love you, but stealing is a line we do not cross. I won't tolerate this behavior." With that, Mrs. Davis instructed Megan to bend over the back of a chair. Megan's face flushed with humiliation, and her hands clenched into fists, but she didn't argue. She knew she deserved this. The paddling was quick and painful, the sting of the wood shocking Megan's skin. It wasn't a punishment she would ever forget, and as the last swat landed, she couldn't help but cry, not just from the pain, but from the shame and regret that washed over her. When it was over, Mrs. Davis hugged Megan tightly, her anger replaced with a deep sadness. "I never wanted to have to do that, but you need to learn that actions have consequences, Megan. I know this hurts, but it's nothing compared to the hurt you'd feel if you got caught for real, or if you let this bad choice define you." Megan sniffled, wiping away her tears. She felt embarrassed and sorry, but also determined. She would make things right. The next day, she and her mother went to the boutique. Megan returned the earrings and apologized to the manager, who accepted her apology, but made it clear that stealing would not be tolerated.